me again. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I do my eyeshadow. Now, some people do their eyeshadow exactly the same way every day. It's not that I forget how I do my eyeshadow, but I just kind of like, some days I'm like, I have more time, and other days I'm like, what's really fast? And I just like draw on a line and put mascara on and smudge it. So, if I break it down, this is generally what I do. So I put a base on all over my eyes. Now, you don't have to buy special brushes. I use whatever I have. Normally I use one of those like little ones with the foam on the end. Now I'm just using like this like light color here. This palette is by NYX. It's from London Drugs, and I think it's like something like $10 for like 10 eyeshadows. It was a really good deal. That's all I remember, and I was like, I have to get it. Okay, so yeah, I put the primer on first, if you watched the video before. And I put that on. Then, woo! Dropping my phone. Now some people do eyeliner totally last. I like to do it not last. So I take an eyeliner. Now this is a really fancy one. Someone gave it to me. It was like one of the like those like Christmas boxes. So this is by Lancome. Normally I use one by, it's called Prestige. Apparently I buy my makeup from London Drugs. I used to work there, but I haven't worked there in like, oh my gosh, 8 years. But I love London Drugs. Their cosmetics department is always like, it's not like crazy busy. So I just draw it on. Now some people when they see like, oh my gosh, how do you do it like with one hand? So if you're like just starting out, my phone is gonna fall. You can like kind of pull your eye this way and you just like stay with the line of your eye. Now I do a little bit thicker here and then I bring it in thin. And it's not always perfect. And the lighting here is a bit bizarre, so I'm going to move it up here. So. Oh. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. See, it's like not perfect. But that's fine, because it doesn't stay like that. Now you can put a little bit under. Oh look, I got a little mistake there. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's an eyelash. Okay, so you can put a little bit under if you want. Okay, so then I take, so I have this one. It's like a little smudgy brush. Now you can take any brush you have. You can even use like the end of like one of those little foam brushes. And then I take a darker color. So a purple or brown or gray. Today I'm going to do purple. If you tend to have a lot of redness around your eyes or you're like really tired, I would vote not to do purple. Purple brings out the redness. So if you like, if your eyes are bloodshot, that's what I mean by redness. So if your eyes are bloodshot, it's going to bring more of that redness up. So, or if you have like rosacea or things like that, just know that purple brings out red, green neutralizes red. So I'm just following up. I put a little bit of powder on it and I just follow that line. See, it's not, doesn't matter if it was perfect before. And you just bring it in, bring it under. Okay? It's all about not being perfect. Because, let's face it, we don't need to be perfect. And it's just a little something that makes me feel a little bit better, spruce up my somewhat